Are there any other thoughts on negotiating pay rises that you think might be helpful for, our listeners?
Yeah, of course. It's important to take your emotion out of it. I have coached more times than I can count, women who've come to me furious because they've learned that the newest hire on their team who's working alongside them, who is a different gender to them, is making 20, 30, $40,000 more than they are. Right. And so, of course, there's anger and indignation at that. But what you also have to do is process that emotion, but then let's get to the facts.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the facts. Let's make the case. Let's assemble what I call your proof points in terms of, all those accomplishments you and I were just talking about that everyone's going to start tracking after they've listened to us if they're not doing it already. Assembling those proof points and quantifiable results against those. And then also, yes, my research has shown to me that the market rate for this role is X to X. Right? Let the data speak for itself in many cases. And then if your performance also supports and you're achieving results, have the conversation. And don't also, dependent on when you're having the conversation, different companies and organizations have different cycles in terms of their fiscal years and when these decisions are made. And it might not just be a one-time conversation. Your manager might have the remit and autonomy to make that decision unilaterally, but more often than not, they will have to go and then make the case to someone else and to someone else and to someone else. So be confident and patient and be clear and create a timeline for the conversation if it has to continue, over a period of time. And keep the conversations going. Be very clear about what you're looking for. That doesn't stop you from delivering while you're having these conversations. And then also personally, I talk about it in my book, whether that's with looking for a new job or promotion or whatever it is, know yourself personally, what you're working towards in terms of what is the number that matters most for you. Don't share that number with anyone else because you want to get past that number ideally,
Yeah, sure.
but know what your sweet spot is. What is it? Don't just think, do the research, talk to people, land on it, and then know that you deserve it.
Yeah, and I really like this point about this ongoing conversation, because I think don't just wait till your performance review, because at that point it's too late. Yeah, so you've got to sort of, okay, you think you're being underpaid, got to bring it up. And look, this is it's not an easy conversation, but you've got to say to your boss, look, can we have a few minutes? I'd like to talk about something, and start having the conversation.
Having the conversation. Emphasize what you enjoy about your work. Start with a positive. Start with and then go into a key result that you've delivered, and then present the facts.
Yeah, and as you're saying, take the emotion out of it and say, look, this is what I've done. I understand this is the market rate. Clearly it might take time for this to kick in, but this is my expectation. But then also say, look, what is it that I have to do to confirm that? Because sometimes you've got bosses who are willing to say, unfortunately, anything, and they'll just say, yeah. And then it comes to review time, and they'll come up with some excuse. But actually, if you can get them to commit to it, these are the things that I need to do. And then when it comes to review time, if you haven't done that, that's fine. But if you have, then you can say, well, I've delivered. Why aren't I getting paid? And then I suppose you also feel much easier about, going somewhere else or playing hardball